won the NBA championship, small market team. They're about 29th market. San Antonio Spurs win the NBA championship, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So no, you just have to have guys want to be on good teams, great teams. That's more memorable than being in a place that has late night dining.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but the big markets still have an attraction. Bright lights and that star power.
The starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. At small forward, Jeff Green. At the other forward position, Zach Randolph. At point guard, Michael Conley. At center, Mark Gasol. At the other guard position, Freak. The head coach of the visiting team is Scott Skiles. Starting at point, 61 inches, number 22, Cameron Payne. The other guard, standing 6'5", number 21, Gerald Anderson. The big man, standing 6'11", number 11, Alex Tanzer. And forward 6'10" from the Congo, number 9, Serge Ibaka. And forward 6'9" from Texas, number 35, Kevin Durant. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Memphis Grizzlies. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Thunder. Well, they didn't have the success they hoped for in the recent road trip, but now is the time to regroup for a win with the help of their tremendous fans.
This is a special matchup. We got here tonight. Two rival franchises, a lot of history between the two, and some bad blood. So let's just see how all this adds up in terms of drama.
And guys, I think if you ask them, as far as they're concerned, this game counts twice in the standings. It carries that kind of weight. It really holds that kind of significance for both of them.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Green is the 3 with Zebo at the 4. Mitchell is out there with Conley. And it's Gasol at the center. Now, here's Cantor after the Marc Gasol miss. Here's Ibaka. Shot no good. Gasol with the defensive effort. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Conley's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Grizzlies. Here's Payne. 9-point game his last outing. Screen by Ibaka. Ibaka sets the pick for Payne. Fires from deep. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist from Payne. Ibaka's got his first 3 points of the game. On defense, Oklahoma City, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Conley's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Grizzlies. Here's Payne. 9-point game his last outing. Screen by Ibaka. Ibaka sets the pick for Payne. Fires from deep. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist from Payne. Ibaka's got his first 3 points of the game. On defense, Oklahoma City, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with a road win.
Randolph. Thunder with the rebound. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with a win.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mitchell kicks to Gasol. Lays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kev, I caught up with Coach Billy Donovan. On his mind, the difficult task of defending Zach Randolph. He said Randolph's especially tough because he's not only a go-to scorer on the low block in the pinch post, but also a guy who can pick up a lot of second chance points with his work on the glass. He's a 20 and 10 double-double guy for a reason. We'll have our hands full trying to slow him down. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here is Conley. After Enes Kanter's basket, Conley kicks to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Thunder with the rebound. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with a win.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mitchell kicks to Gasol. Lays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kev, I caught up with Coach Billy Donovan. On his mind, the difficult task of defending Zach Randolph. He said Randolph's especially tough because he's not only a go-to scorer on the low block in the pinch post, but also a guy who can pick up a lot of second chance points with his work on the glass. He's a 20 and 10 double-double guy for a reason. We'll have our hands full trying to slow him down. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here is Conley. After Enes Kanter's basket, Conley kicks to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Durant against Green. He had his back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. In third, the Thunder.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
Payne passes to Durant. Conley grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Randolph, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And here's Payne. It's Durant on the wing. And Durant gets double teamed. Kanter kicks to Payne. Here's top of the key. Good. He hits the jump shot. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Over to the wing. Here's Gasol. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gasol's got his second basket of the night. The Thunder leading by 4. Now Payne. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Passes it to Henderson. Fires from 14. No luck. And Memphis the other way now. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Randolph passes to Conley. Stolen by Henderson. Payne with it. Conley picks him up. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Payne. The feed to Ibaka. Count it from 12. Ibaka's got 8.
Let's take a look at the Grizzlies and how they stacked up in the league statistically. First in free throw percentage, first in fewest turnovers per game.
On every mistake.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for, he comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Waiters in for Gerald Henderson. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Mitchell. His last outing, 16 points for him. And stolen by Payne. And the Thunder pushing it up now. The stupendous finish in traffic. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Seraphin kicks to McGarry. It's rebounded by Memphis. Muhammad with it. Now guarded by Payne. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Here's Waiters. No good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Thunder lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we.
And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to. You know, always can be better. That's how I look at things. Teammates need me more than ever now. Coaches need more from me, so I got to dig deep and see where I can find it from.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and, you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, Kane out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Anthony Morrow. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's McGarry in at the power forward position. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City.
Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Seraphin kicks to McGarry. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Here's Holiday following the score by Oklahoma City. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Goes up on the high post. And here we go. Fast break. Muhammad's got it. Wright sets a screen. Right side Holiday. Now the pass to Mitchell. Morrow with the rebound.
Clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Shoots from 12. Good. Morrow's got his second bucket.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Mitchell. Right outside. Now here's Muhammad, defended by Durant. 9 feet out, and that one goes long. The Thunder leading by 7. And Waiters kicks to Morrow. Launches it. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Holiday. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Trying to get back on track. It's the rebound. Wright dishes to Gasol, and that one's good. Gasol's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Henderson comes in for Dion Waiters. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Randolph's checked in for Wright. Green comes in for Muhammad. Goodwin's checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's Conley in for Mitchell. Here's Morrow. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Conley kicks to Goodwin. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Durant sends it back. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Goodwin. Defense right on him. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Thunder with some changes. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Payne in for Anthony Morrow. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Memphis. The Thunder leading by 5. There's a screen by Cantor. Now here's Payne. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Durant for 3. The Thunder with another miss. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Goodwin passes to Green. Nice D from Durant. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. The dish to Seraphin. It's stolen by Allen. Conley with it. Off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
A lot of space right there.
So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
Kevin, thank you so much. A hard-working Kevin Durant, gentlemen.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. I'll say this, we kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the better, obviously. Keep your heads on a swivel out there. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. And something I'll be looking for right away in the third are sharp entry passes into the low post. The more of those we can make, the happier I'll be. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Ibaka playing well. He has 8 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Memphis leading. Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley out there with Mitchell. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Payne can't hit.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Mitchell. Henderson defending. Green kicks to Randolph. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Mitchell, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Durant. Henderson, no one around him. It's good. This game is all even. Henderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Here's Mitchell. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Pass to Henderson. And he banks in the layup. Henderson's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Now here's Gasol. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 8 points for him. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Feeds it to Durant. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
You got it.
Here's Mitchell. 8 points for him.